Hello everyone, my name is Maham Liaquat and I am the student of the project management. Today's my topic is Infosys Limited in the managing project resources. First is initiating. Establish the project goals, emphasize that the goals of your projects are well defined. The goal of this case study would be to develop a database where one can add the data within the predefined monthly expenditures and the time intervals. Determine the stakeholders. First is the cost of the all projects favorites inclusive of them. It projects manages at any external assets. Create a project charter. Make a project charter that will have project goals, deliverables, constraints, project scopes, etc. Through this document, all procedures have been agreed on and you can consider the projects to be approved as well. Conduct a feasibility study. Get to know that the essentials of the study and the projects by considering its resources, budget, technical requirements. Execution. Implement of the project plan. Fulfill the plan of the project correspondingly in terms of time and budget that were placed at the end of the planning phase. Handle resources. Make sure your all resources are productively and for the team members and now the able to count on support from other team members if they need to help to finish their assignments. Communication. Communication is very powerful. Continuously stay in touch with the stakeholders to inform them to the project progress and resolve any issue that might arise to add any amendment. Keep an eye on your management or manage. Follow up with the project's trajectory in the course of the allocated budgets and the time frame. In case corrective action is required to bring the variance of the plan back on track due to potential quality assurance system for making sure that the done deliverable that matching the required standards. Closing. Check deliverables. Ensure that all the products and services they are specified in the project have been completed to the level of quality agreed upon in the beginning stages of the project. Obtain acceptance. Achieve that the approval of the project deliverables by the stockholders and stakeholders. It is the final action. Finalize the contracts. Enclose the contract obligation in case of any future requirements of their assistance by fostering a good business relationship and ask them to be compliant with the coming structure. Record the learning. Track the success of the projects by recording the project's lesson learned, including the realization from the achievements, the misunderstanding, and the doubts. The possible sources of this data can be extracted as some of the guidelines to be involved in future plans. Completed the project. Wrap up the remaining administrative work, including releasing resources, disconnecting all the project processes, and achieving project data. Adoption of the project management method throughout developing the phases of initiating, planning, executing, and a close of the projects is a way project managers can command over the available resources, timelines, and the budgets that are required to fulfill goals. Keeping an eye on various resources type. Land. The effective management of land resources will call off a lot of work that involves documenting land availability, use, and any possible restrictions imposed by laws, dams, and so on. An area assessment process in therefore carry out using land surveys and other GIS source data. Make sure of land management techniques in order to decrease environment degradation and increase food security. Labor. Watch out the resources of the labor, monitor, stabilize, and the level of productivity. skills level of and availability. The workers take advantage of performance metrics and time tracking system in order to evaluate the resources efficiently and use personal planning practice in order to narrow the skills gap. Provide the etiquette staff membering capital. See about capital resources, as you will have to record the investment and depreciation and the calculate ROI. To compare the profitability and investments, either calculate NPV and ROI. Introduce the capital budgeting processes to ensure that your resources are well handled and their investments are given top priority. Direct and indirect costs. Direct costs that are the group of all those expenditures that are put on the goods and services productive production are called direct costs. Keep your eye on direct costs by keeping record of the money used to pay labor forces supplied and other resources that are related to production. The job costing or the process costing techniques go with the direct costs, which reflect individual goods or activities. Second one is indirect cost. Indirect costs in this instance are spending categories which cannot be directly attributed to the cost of producing a resulting output, but nevertheless add to general cost structure of the operations. Watch out not only the direct spending cost of your business, but also the indirect ones such as utilities, overhead, and administrative costs. For assigned indirect costs, use a technique of cost allocation, either based on usage or consumptions that will be applied on an activity or a process that will be reflected on a product or services. An example is activity-based costing. And value analysis. Plan cost. Plan cost PV are the budgeted cost of work scheduled for a given project or activity in an earned value analysis. By creating baseline budget and schedule for project tasks or work packages, you can keep an eye on your project cost. AC. Over a given time period, actual costs are actual expensive incurred for the work performed. Keep an eye the actual cost on keeping tabs on labor, material, equipment, and other resources costs associated with carries out of the project. EV. EV is earned value, the value of work finished at the given point time, budget, cost, performance, and earned value. By evaluating the status of project, task, work, packaging, budget, and schedule, you can track earned value. Operation managing are maximize resource utilities, control costs, enhance overall operation performance by managing direct or indirect costs. Impact operation managing in complex constructions and global environment. Integration of strategy operation management provides a coherent link between organization and strategies and action plan to align with the strategies, which is known as a strategic alignment. Many organizations set their goals to implement and develop a alignment and strategic goals. Risk management. Entity measurement and the hazard reduction are the main steps in organization administration. This encompasses risk created by the geographical and the problem is supplemental change distribution and the regulation changes with the potential to affect operation in complex situation on the global scales. Supply chain resilience. Operation managing aims to build supply chains which will enable to adjustment of the whole system under strict circumstances that translate to improve supply chain visibility as well as implementing risk mitigation or mitigating insurance a partner with diverse set of suppliers, global sources versus localization. This exclusive affect the efficiency, economy, and sustainability of the supply chain via correct operation management decision about global sources versus localization. Balancing these different elements, squares are drawn up of the strategic plan in the complex constitution. Environment sustainability and social responsibilities. Operation management contributes significantly to environmental sustainability by increasing resources utilization, demanding operation, rising the level of the loading and the waste level of the carbon emissions. This is nevertheless absolutely crucial since the world of the faced with the international problem like resources and the climate change. Labor situation community participation in the form of the informal ways. and the critical sources of supply input are few of social impacts that managing techniques may have. In many companies, world companies, global preservation only they are addressing their responsibilities areas. Project forecast, operating forecast, industry trend, and internal factors are relating among with the data past construction operation forecast, which is predict future operation performance. Various scenarios is that aims to take into the account hundreds of the different possible results. Constructing these scenarios really the responsibility alternate external variable, thus they may consider the different cases. Premium the guide them. Project are based on the journey scenarios and the circumstances like that the state of marking, existing demand of consumer supply resources, and the frame of the near future. Risk mitigation. Reaction is ensures measure for the realization and the sustainability are made possible because of the operation management for forecast, which consider the identification of such risk and opportunities. Resource optimization through reduction of the surplus items exclusive of the wastage of the matching the capacity and the demand accurate forecasts are useful in the accept of different efficient cost of the resources. Adaptive innovation. Business are the properly running management are more capable of product innovative and reflect the market trend and the customers need to in case of the contagion. In general, operation management create natural alignment to apply strategy, ensure unfazed act, maintain sustainability couple of tools. The employment of the accurate forecasting scenario analysis providing operation managing with the opportunity to predict the uncertainty. And these are the some links which has a Excel link which we have we done the work in our projects. Thank you so much, and also give me a thank you for this to give me this opportunity to stand here and talk about over my project. Thank you so much.